Unions in C and C++. What are they and why do we use them? For you guys that are new to the channel, my name is Sahil Bora and I'm the founder and proprietor of the C++ Better Explained website, where it is our mission to give you straightforward, no BS advice on how to learn the C++ programming language. The links to my book and online course are down below. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing what are unions. And I think the best way to explain how we use unions in C and C++ is probably better explained using PowerPoint slides today. So let's jump into the PowerPoint slides right now. Alright, so unions in C and C++. Alright, so the purpose of unions in C and C++ is simply a user-defined type that is similar to structures, but instead all of the members inside a union share the same memory location. So the memory location is shared by two or more variables, as the union is only as big as necessary to hold its largest data members. And then the other members of the union, they are allocated in the same bytes as part of that largest number. So in practical terms, the way we can use unions is they can be primarily used in embedded applications, particularly with microcontrollers with limited memory, because particularly in the embedded development world, you'll often find projects which are large in scale, but they always seem to be running out of memory to hold those large applications. So the way that we overcome those memory limitations that we have by having those large applications is by using unions to save space on the microcontroller. So here's an example here of a union declaration here. So as we can see in this example here, we have an integer declaration and a char declaration here. So since an integer is 4 bytes in size, and a char is size is 1 byte. Since that the integer is the largest variable out of the two, we use the integer variable to store both the integer value and the char declaration. The char, as you can see, we've got a char array declaration here in this diagram here. So in this diagram, as you can see how we have byte 3, byte 2, byte 1, byte 0. So that's holding the int val declaration, and as well as the array declaration of the char variable as well. So to further illustrate this, if I go to the next slide, you'll be able to see clearly with my visual diagrams of the comparison between declaring a structure and a union. Because if we look at the structure declaration here, since we have two declarations of a char variable, since chars are one byte in size each, since we have two char declarations here, the size of the structure will print out 2, and as you can see in this diagram here, each char declaration here is separate. See how we have 1 byte here, and it's being separated here. So the output of the structure size will be 2 bytes, as I've got here in this diagram example. So if we have a look at the union declaration example, see how we also have declared 2 char variables here, both of them being 1 byte in size. But if we compute the size of the union, the total will just be 1 byte, because we've combined them both together to save space. So as we can see here, the output will just be 1 byte, as in this diagram here. As you can also see in this diagram here, see how we have n and m both combined together. So since they're both combined together, they become 1, and then therefore since it's become combined together, that's how it's saving space. One key thing that you need to understand when declaring unions is that if you declare a union globally, then the union you just declared must use the static keyword. So this just means that it will reside in the memory till the end of the program. And the restrictions with anonymous unions include that unions can't be declared with reference variables, unions can't be declared with virtual functions, and it's not possible to inherit from a union or derive a union from another class. So those are some advanced object orientated features of C++ that you can learn about in my other videos and as well as in my book and online course. That's just more of an advanced feature that you need to understand. And there's a code example to illustrate declaring a union which is static and how it's just printing out the values of L and D from the static union declaration. So I hope this explains what unions are, the practicalities of it, and hopefully the visual diagrams were helpful in explaining what unions are and the advantages of using unions in C and C++. Attention computer science, IT and engineering students. Have you been trying to learn C++ but have been struggling to put the pieces together? My name is Sahil Bora and I'm the founder and the writer of C++ Better Explained. What I'm offering you guys today is my 87-page book that outlines how to quickly and easily master the fundamentals of the C++ programming language. So if you've been searching around for free resources that haven't made any sense at all, or free YouTube videos that have made you want to gouge your eyes out, my book will put all of that to rest today, because my book is written in a straightforward and direct manner that will get you learning and understanding the fundamentals of C++ within a matter of days. The book is just $27, so what I want you guys to do is to click on the button below and pick up a copy today. You will not regret this at all, and it also comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not happy with the book at all.